3,038 clues have come and gone, and yet we've never done a goofy category. That changes in episode 112 of Disney Jeopardy. Yes, sir, a Goofy movie turned 30 earlier this month, so to celebrate, I figured, hey, why not, for the first time ever, do a Goofy category. Welcome into Disney Jeopardy. As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri, ready to quiz you on Goofy and 4 other categories all about the Walt Disney Company. If it's your first time here are the rules, and there they go. If you want to cheat, go right ahead. I couldn't care less. Be my guest. Let's take a look at the board and see the 5 categories you'll be playing in this episode. Goofy will kick things off as he was last week's Final Jeopardy category. The second category you'll be playing, nicknames. Yes, shout out to Logan, who left this comment below the royalty episode of Disney Jeopardy a few weeks ago. Enough people liked it, so we've got a nickname category. The first time in show history. The third category, halfway there. I'll get to that in a little bit. Your theme park category of the week, though, is Animal Kingdom. That's because Animal Kingdom celebrates its birthday next week. It turns 27. And the final category you'll be playing, your Club DJ member category of the week, is National Treasure. Count them up, 56% of the vote goes to National Treasure. Brother Bear with a respectable showing, 30%. That will carry over to next week's poll. Owl House still trying to make it into the show. But never say never, should I say, never stop, never stopping to the Owl House fans. You never know, maybe you'll squeak in one of these weeks. And with that, you know what that sound means. It's time for the easiest round of the game, the cupcake round. As we take a look at the board, each of these clues worth just 200 points. The first one comes from Goofy. In 1992, fans were introduced to Goofy's son Max in this TV series that lasted 65 episodes and spawned 2 films. What is Goof Troop? Come on, report to the Goof Troop. Yeah. As we get set for the second clue of the game, it belongs to the nickname category. Here's how it will work. I will provide you with a nickname. You'll have to tell me who has that nickname and who gave it to him. Need 2 characters for every answer. Here we go. It's Kitty. The nickname Kitty belongs to Sully from Monsters, Inc., and it comes from Boo.
Goodbye, Boo.
Kitty.
And I'm back on screen to explain the third clue of the game belonging to the halfway there category. Here's how it will work. I will give you the runtime of some of your favorite Disney movies, excluding the credits at the end, and I'll give you a scene that occurs in that movie. You'll have to tell me, did it happen in the first half of the film or the second half of the film? Got a 50-50 shot. How nice am I? Here we go. We'll start off with the easiest one, not including the end credits. The runtime for Beauty and the Beast is just 80 minutes. Does the song Gaston take place before or after the halfway mark? Might I add that every clue in this category has to do with the animated versions of the movie. The animated versions, not the live actions. It's one of the greatest villain songs ever, and it happens around the 27-minute mark, meaning the correct answer is before the halfway point. On to Animal Kingdom for the first time. It's worth 2. Debuting on April 22nd, 1998, Disney's Animal Kingdom appropriately opened its gates for the first time on this annual event/holiday. What is Earth Day? We finish off the cupcake round with the Club DJ member category of National Treasure. Ben famously states that he has to steal this piece of U.S. history to find the treasure. Ben had to steal the Declaration of Independence.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Cupcake round complete. Here come the 400 pointers, beginning with Goofy. First seen here in 1932's Mickey's Review, this older character, who went on to get redesigned into Goofy, went by this name. Who is Dippy Dog? Also, shout out to everyone else who suggested this clue on DisneyJeopardy.com. Jed was just the first one to do so. On to the second clue. It's from nicknames. Blondie. Nickname belongs to Rapunzel, and it, of course, is given to her by Eugene Fitzherbert, Flynn Rider.
Who else knows my location? Flynn Rider.
All right, Blondie.
Rapunzel.
Gesundheit.
On to halfway there, halfway there, halfway there. Not including the end credits, the runtime for Frozen is 92 minutes. Does Let It Go take place before or after the halfway mark? Coming at you around 31 minutes into the film is perhaps Disney's greatest song ever, meaning Let It Go occurs before the halfway point.
Let it go, let it go.
Here comes Animal Kingdom's second clue. A new Zootopia attraction is set to open later this year in the place of this former Animal Kingdom staple that lasted over 25 years. Your correct answer is, it's tough to be a bug. Here comes National Treasure's second clue. As seen in the film's last scene, Riley purchases this with his earnings from the treasure. What is a Ferrari?
Rubbing them. Enjoy your spoils. I'll sit on 1%. 1 stinking percent. Half of 1%, actually.
Episode 112 continues into the 600-point round now. It's Goofy for the third time. The current voice of Goofy is provided by this man. Who is Bill Farmer.
They don't sign you to a big contract or anything. It's for one show.
Yeah.
And now, after about 3,000 or 4,000 shows, I think I got the job.
On to nicknames for 600. Carrots. We'll be seeing a little more of Carrots later this year. Sequel to the greatest Disney movie ever is coming in November. Zootopia 2. The correct answer is Judy Hopps. And of course, Carrots is given to her by Nick.
Hey, Carrots, you're gonna wake the baby. I gotta get to work.
This is important, sir.
Here comes halfway there at the halfway point of the game. Not including the end credits, the runtime for Aladdin is 85 minutes. Do we see Aladdin's grand entrance as Prince Ali before or after the halfway point of the film? Prince Ali and Abu the elephant make their grand entrance at around the 49-minute mark of the original Aladdin movie, meaning it's after the halfway point. Here comes Animal Kingdom for 6. The full name of Expedition Everest. What is Expedition Everest? Legend of the Forbidden Mountain. Let's hit you with another national treasure clue. A clue in the film reads, "The secret lies with Charlotte." This is what Charlotte is. Correct answer is a ship. 800-point round now begins with Goofy. The dance moves Goofy displays here are actually a fishing technique that Goofy's father taught him. He calls it this. What is the perfect cast? Here comes nicknames for 8. Googly Bear. Googly Bear is not a bear at all. Correct answer is Mike Wazowski, and the nickname was given to him by his girlfriend, Celia.
Oh, schmoozy poo.
Googly bear.
Happy birthday.
Here comes halfway point at the halfway point of the 800s. Not including the end credits, the runtime for The Little Mermaid is 78 minutes. Do we see Ariel sprout human legs for the first time before or after the halfway point of the film? Correct answer is the 45-minute mark. So after. Here comes Animal Kingdom's fourth clue of the game. Along with a gazelle/antelope, name the other 4 creatures that appear on the Animal Kingdom logo. I tried to research it. I couldn't get a definitive answer on whether or not this was a antelope or a gazelle. If you know the answer, let me know in the comment section because I'd love to learn something today. But what are the 4 other creatures besides this one that are on the logo? Correct answer is a lion, an elephant, a dinosaur, and a dragon. Final clue of the 800s belongs to National Treasure. On a tip from Ben, the FBI arrests Ian in this city. What is Boston? "20 clues are down and 6 remain, including Final Jeopardy." But before we get there, you know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic, soundtrack-infused. It's not nearly as cool as I thought it was going to be. Unnecessarily spotlighted. Part of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it. Okay, here we go. 1,000-point round is what separates the brilliant Disnerds from the casuals. Let's see where you lie. We begin with Goofy. Goofy's job at the club in House of Mouse. He is a waiter. Second clue of the 1000s brings us to nicknames. Wonder Boy. The nickname Wonder Boy is attached to Hercules. It's given to him by Meg.
I'm a big tough girl. I tie my own sandals and everything. Bye-bye, Wonder Boy.
Bye.
Here we go with your final halfway there clue. Not including the end credits, the runtime for Encanto is 91 minutes. Does the song We Don't Talk About Bruno take place before or after the halfway point of the film? This was the closest one of all, but coming in at the 46-minute mark is We Don't Talk About Bruno, meaning, break it down, it's just after the halfway point of the film, which would be 45:30.
It was my wedding day. It was our wedding day. We were getting ready and there wasn't a cloud in the sky.
Here comes Animal Kingdom for the final time. This short-lived entertainment offering saw balloon versions of Baloo and Simba fly over Discovery River. What is Kite Tails? Final clue on the board before Final Jeopardy brings us to National Treasure. The treasure room is found under this church in New York City. What is Trinity Church? 25 clues are down and 1 remains. Just so happens to be the one clue of the game that will ultimately determine how proud of yourself you will be for the next 7 days. It's Final Jeopardy time. Let's check out the final category, a category carrying over to next week's episode. A113. Okay, I know what you're thinking. just do an A113 category? And the answer to that is yes. Back in the Pixar episode about 2 months ago, I did an A113 category, but I only have an episode 113 one time. So I figured if I'm ever going to do it again, this is the time to do it. So, based on your knowledge on the Easter egg found in many Pixar films, and every Pixar film for that matter, make your wagers. And time is up. Let's see how well you know your A113 Easter eggs. Checking out the final clue in this episode, 112. In a teaser for this Disney movie, the A113 Easter egg could be spotted in disguise as A-H, capital A, lowercase l. Good luck. And time is up. So we have the A we normally see. How does H and AL replace 1 and 13? Well, correct answer brings us to the periodic table of elements. That's right, because hydrogen is number 1. And then you've got aluminum, Al, you guessed it, is number 13. So A113 is represented as AHAL. And long story short, that means the correct answer is elemental. And that does it for episode 112 of Disney Jeopardy. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to all the Club DJ members who make this show possible and who also only gave Owl House 14% of the vote last week. Straight up disrespectful. So don't come for me, Owl House fans. Come for the 86% of the people who didn't want it in this week's episode. It's Club DJ. Go after them in the comment section. Speaking of those lovely Club DJ members, it's time to vote again. Here is your poll for next week's episode. Brother Bear has another opportunity to sneak in for the first time. Will it do so? That is up to you. Also, if you remember, the unnecessarily part of the show that I do comes from The Rock, and The Rock might be appearing at WrestleMania this weekend if you are a WrestleMania wrestling fan. You check out a Rock category I've done. You could also check out a Disney Mania category I've done. I might be doing one again soon. Just a heads up if you want to prepare for that. Now you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe. Click that bell icon. Hello, bell. This way, you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. I will see you next week for episode A113. Till then.
Bye-bye.